Hi friends, in this IBM BPM tutorial, we are going to learn how to start and stop a BPM server which is installed in network deployment topology. So normally we can start a BPM server via two ways. One is through command line and other one is using the process center quick start. Okay, when we go for the command line, the first step is starting the deployment manager. Deployment manager command will be inside the deployment manager profile. We need to go inside the deployment manager profile, and from there we need to start deployment manager, and after that we need to start node agent service. And once both deployment manager and node agent service is started, we need to start BPM cluster. So here we will go through. Okay, so first we need to start deployment manager. So we need to go inside the BPM installation, IBM BPM version, and here profiles, DMGR profile, bin, and here there should be some command called as a start manager.bat. Okay, so we have to use this command. If we are starting BPM server in Linux machine, we have to use the command start manager.bat. That's it. So we will just go to this path cd, okay, and start manager.bat, simple start manager. It will take couple of minutes to start deployment manager, and once deployment manager is started, we need to start node agent service. Okay, so now deployment manager is started. So once deployment manager is started, we will have access to administration console. So we will just log into admin console and we'll see localhost IBM console. So here in system administration, we can see deployment manager, and here we can see the ports of DMGR. So current DMGR port is 9061, HTTP and HTTPS is 9044, which is mentioned over here. And now if you see the nodes, one DMGR node is synchronized, but another node is not synchronized because it is not started. Same way if we see over here node agent service, it is stopped. And if we see the clusters and server, okay, so you can see cluster is stopped and the server which is residing inside the cluster, it is also stopped. So once you start DMGR, the next thing is we have to start node agent service. Node agent service resides inside the node profile. So now we will go to the node profile, profiles, node 1 profile, bin, and here there is a command called as a start node, start node.bat. So we have to use this command. So for that we need to come out, okay, cd. These commands are same even in Linux installation. The only thing is in place of .bat file, there it will be .sh file. Okay, so now you see this node agent service is started, and now if you see in the web shell admin console, you should be able to see node agent service must be started. So here you can see node agent service is started, and the other node is also synchronized. So till now, two steps are completed. Deployment manager is started, node agent service is started, and the third thing is we have to start cluster where our server is residing. So normally in our environment we have only one cluster, and in some environment we will have three separate clusters: messaging cluster, app cluster. So now either you can start cluster or you can start deployment environment. So deployment environment will have internally this cluster, and inside this cluster this server will be there. So once you start deployment environment, automatically cluster and server both will be started. Otherwise we have to start manually cluster and then we have to start server. So you just click over here and start. So your deployment environment will be started, and inside that how many clusters are there? Sometimes one, sometimes more than one. All clusters will be started gradually. This process normally will take 3 to 4 minutes, depends on the system hardware configuration. Here you can see it's in the partial start. Once it is fully started, it will be pure green. So now you can see process center is completely started. So here you will be you can see deployment environment is started. Now we will see the cluster. Cluster is also fully started and server is also started. So now BPM environment is completely up. Deployment manager is up. Both nodes, a custom node and DMGR node, are up and running. Node agent service is also running. Okay, and since deployment environment is up, that is the process center, dependent cluster and server is also up and running. Okay, now this is the way we need to start, and in the same way when we want to stop our environment, we need to stop in the same sequence. First we have to stop deployment environment. Once deployment environment is successfully stopped, we have to stop node when node agent service. Okay, and same way once node agent service is also stopped, we have to go to deployment manager and click on the stop button. So here like this, all these three components we need to stop in the same manner. In the same way we have the commands also. So for stopping a node, the command is stop node, and for stopping the deployment manager there is a command called as the stop manager .bat. So this is the one way of starting and stopping the BPM server that mostly we use in our environment. And the second one is a very convenient and very easy way to start a complete BPM infrastructure using Process Center Quick Start. Process Center Quick Start is a command which is present in Windows and Linux system. So we can access from the start button. So I just need to write here server. So here you can see Process Center Quick Start. You need to click over here, and since our BPM infrastructure is up and running, so here you will see the option as BPM is already started. So you can see stop the process center deployment environment. If it is stopped, then the option will come start the process center deployment environment. You just need to click over here, and slowly all these URLs will be up and your process center will be up and running. And if you click over here, it will slowly stop all these three related components. So this is the very easy way to start and stop BPM environment. So here we learned how to start and stop BPM server using command line and using process center quick start. Thank you, and enroll with us if you want to learn more concepts in BPM, and soon we will publish our few more tutorials. Thank you.